Hello, hello. Welcome back to Mindful Chatting. I'm Kristen, a therapist, mother, and a doctoral student, and welcome back to part 2 of our mini-series on ADHD, social connection, and loneliness. If you're new here, please feel free to explore part 1 of our mini-series. If you've been with us, thank you for being a part of our summer journey. Last week, we talked about how ADHD can lead to real social impairment like loneliness. Not because we don't care about people, but because the way our brain works can make it harder to connect, keep friends, and feel truly seen. And today, I want to go a layer deep because one of the core reasons this happens is something a lot of people don't connect to social skills at all: executive functioning. If you're someone who's ever thought, why do I always say the wrong thing? Or why do I feel like I can't keep up in conversations? This episode is for you. So grab that comfy drink. We are all going on a deep dive. So let's first break down what is executive functioning. It is basically your brain's management system. It helps you plan, focus, remember, shift gears, transition, manage your emotions, and helps you stay organized, both in your environment and in your interactions. When these systems are dysregulated, like they often are in ADHD, it doesn't just affect your productivity, it affects your relationships. And this is something that never really gets talked about, but let me show you how it does. If you've ever been blanked on what someone just said mid-conversation, if you've missed a cue that someone was ready to move on, if you've interrupted without meaning to or overshared because you couldn't read the moment, that is executive functioning at play. It's not that you're rude, it's not that you're selfish, it's that your working memory and self-monitoring aren't always firing the way they're expected to. And your executive functioning has a lot to do with this. And let's talk about the emotional piece, because emotional regulation is part of executive functioning system. When you struggle with regulating your big feelings, it makes social experiences even harder. Let me give you an idea of what that might look like. You might feel rejection more intensely. You might ruminate longer. You might shut down or spiral after a conversation you think went badly, even if it didn't. And then this is where rejection, sensitivity, dysphoria, or RSD, comes in. And for many of us with ADHD, especially women, it shows up like shame, people-pleasing, or completely avoiding social risk. So we mask, we overperform, we downplay our needs just to keep the peace. And then we wonder why we feel lonely, even when we're surrounded by all the people who love us. And here's the real heartbreak of it. The less our executive functioning supports connection, the harder socializing becomes. And then the more we withdraw, mask, or convince ourselves that we're just not good with people, we start to internalize that disconnection. We think it's our fault. We wonder if we're broken or unlikable. But what's actually happening is a mismatch. Your brain is using energy just to show up, even in a conversation. You're managing your thoughts, your emotions, and the other person's body language, the noise around you, and your nervous system is doing gymnastics the entire time. No wonder we're exhausted. No wonder we feel misunderstood. I'll be honest, this is deeply personal for me. I think one of the reasons I didn't get diagnosed until later was because I appeared to be the good girl. I got decent grades, I followed the rules, no one thought to ask if I was struggling. But I've spent so much of my life wondering why certain relationships felt so hard, why I felt left out, why I couldn't keep up socially, and why I blamed myself for all of it. Looking back, I can see it now. My executive functioning wasn't supporting me, and no one taught me how to build those social muscles because I didn't even know that's what I needed, let alone be able to ask for it. If you've been carrying the weight of disconnection, if you thought maybe you're the problem, I'm inviting you to be a part of my study where I am researching this exact issue: ADHD symptomology, social disconnection, and loneliness. If you're between the ages of 18 and 40 and have ADHD symptoms, you are invited to take a brief 10 to 15 minute anonymous survey to be a voice in this growing phenomenon among ADHD in women. The link will be in the show notes. Lastly, before you go, please hear me. You are not broken. Your brain just works differently, and it's not too late to understand how to support it. Next week, we're going to talk about the emotional toll of being misunderstood with ADHD. But for now, I hope this episode helped you reframe some of your past. You weren't too much. You weren't not enough. You weren't just misunderstood. And that's something we can begin to heal. If you think someone else can gain clarity on this as well, please share this episode with them. Let's spread the healing. As always, thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode.